Ebutan for any for a mobibia ko aba shonko so e dey aba Ghana politics avenue so e be sere obibia sese afi no abadwumadi kese we so like share subscribe to the channel on sane e be ya political trending news bia ko e ba bia no Ghana politics avenue so and ajepeni say ebutan for any for ye dey bebre ye somfo ne ene madi dwuma ne me ma ye dwumadi we abum and ye call political highway so na yensem bebre any aso akote ensem ni bi ni sense see no Speaker of Parliament, Ahoban Backben, the disgrace, A.Markins, the Akugun Omo, and also the Akugu Parliament. Vet and Honono, and Tonasum, and the Wakoya Penini, man, she would echo you, not as it was Oka, sir, a chair, the minority did I friend A.Markins, and in a bit each for one fan and Diablo, one fan of Diablo. I was for Yan Jemon and Bosupi, Yan Simon Brosupi, ya best, some over me uncle, the idea song. Ani akwakutie nsem okafa afenyo A.Markins yeda obibia ase.
Say on this we disagree. What is happening here? Because somebody has super majority? What is happening in this country?
Minority leader,
what have we done wrong?
I will not have a problem.
I have not attacked any judge. We've
this
not attacked
is
the
by
court.
way of a question that will give an opportunity for a response. You are making a preliminary comment.
Exactly, that's exactly what.
So
that's
let's
exactly what
stick
is
to
being
the
done.
rules.
I don't
and
have
then
a problem.
You make your preliminary comment as such.
Very well, Chairman. Thank you. So we expect that steps be taken by the court to expeditiously hear the cases brought before it by the respected learned Justice of the Supreme Court, who until removed was the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship Gertrude Araba Isaba Tokono. Expeditious hearing of this matter and a final determination of this matter will reassure the Ghanaian public that the rule of law works, that we respect the Constitution. Chairman, we submit further that all the delays in the filing of defense in the matter is a strategy. A strategy to ensure that these cases languish undefended, creating space for this rushed confirmation to proceed unchallenged. Why?
To be off. Yes, Honorable Ayarga, let me hear you.
Why? No,
Chairman, I know now and then the minority leader will say that we are politicians and we should be allowed to do politics. Yes, we are politicians and we should be allowed to do politics. But when we sit here, our politics should be guided by rules. The rules are very clear, Chairman. The rules say that where in the opinion of the Speaker, the words of a member used in a speech are offensive, abusive, insulting, blasphemous, or unbecoming, impute improper motives. Impute improper motives. I repeat again, impute improper motives or impugns the integrity of a member or any other person, the Speaker may order that the member withdraws those words or withdraw and apologize. The Attorney General is a constitutional office created in our Constitution. And he is a member of this House. In the discharge of his functions, you have no right to come and sit here and impute improper motives. Our rules are clear. What you are saying, you are imputing improper motives. Saying that all of it is a charade and then a strategy and etc. to subvert justice. No. Mr. Speaker, how can he say that? I object and I insist that that part of his statement should be expunged. And the rules are very clear. That
people are imputing improper motives, you must go to the extent of proving to us that this word is an improper motive. You just don't say it. Now, even the law that you have cited, it's on motions. What motion are we dealing with here? Now, every committee, ever since I became a member of this house, every committee meeting, people, we start, the chair, the ranking, we come out with preliminary issues before we start the agenda of the meeting. Now, if you raise a question about what I heard other people say that, well, there had been issues, nobody has the right to raise a preliminary issue when the chairman already ruled that he should speak. This is part of us. And if every word is going to be objected to, then I don't think that we are ready for the vetting. Now we have been here all day. The nominee had not even spoken a word. This objection, that objection, and what else, and we yet we are getting nowhere.
You raised a point, but I feel you are out of order. It's not in response to the issue on the floor. So, Honorable Minority Leader.
It's not in response. Wow. Chairman, thank you. Oh, very well. Chairman, there nowhere in my submission did I impugn improper motives, or was there an inference to such an act? Chairman, you must let the majority leader know that he is a majority leader. When you raise your objections and everybody is quiet, and you are so intolerant that you want to find a way to create chaos, I won't give you that. No, Chair, he was just talking. The chair. No, but you are closer to him, Chairman. We've all kept our calm. He is showing power, force. I am this, I am that. It's not fair. What he's doing is not fair. It's not fair.
Chairman, what the ranking is doing is not right. You were given 5 minutes. We spent 15 minutes.
You don't have the floor. Honorable Dapamako, you don't have the floor. Honorable Roxanne Nelson Dapamako, you do not have the floor. You don't have the floor. Please, Minority Leader.
So, Mr. Chair, we've been very calm, quiet, decent. We want to discharge our parliamentary duties, yet the attacks are becoming one too many. Now, let me
whether a defense has been filed, leave has been sought, defense has not been filed, is a matter entirely in the domain of the courts. And this cannot be a subject matter of discussion at the vetting committee. Consequently, everything said about defense or relating to that is ordered to be expunged from the record.
Chairman,
Minority Leader, please proceed.
Chairman with respect. Chairman with respect. Chairman with respect. You are not doing justice. And I say so because everything that is happening here appears to have been well rehearsed by the majority leader with a view.
You see, Honorable Leader,
Chairman,
you have been a majority leader
Chairman,
before.
Chairman.
Becoming a minority leader, there is nothing that is well reserved.
Chairman, this approach where they come force removal of Her Ladyship Justice Araba Isaba Tokono We believe that the acting Chief Justice wields the administrative power on this matter, and just as the injunction applications were held expeditiously, same could have applied in this instance. Chairman, it is regrettable that our motion that was intended to have dealt upon this matter did not see the light of day. We hold a view that the judiciary is not the executive's enforcement arm. It is neither Parliament's ally in political projects. It is a guardian of our Constitution, the protector of our rights, the final arbiter of all our laws. Its independence is sacrosanct. Its integrity is non-negotiable. It is the oracle of justice emanating from the people of Ghana. Chairman, for all the reasons given, including the very actions of the majority leader, basically denying us every opportunity of expressing our opinion on an important national discourse. Be it known to you, Chairman, and the committee, and the country, that we, the minority caucus, hereby vote en bloc to reject the nominee. We would want to state on record that the majority can proceed with the questions. We do not intend to proceed with any question. We are, however, registering in the strongest terms that we reject the nomination, and the records should reflect that the report of this committee be a majority report. Honorable colleague, when we show you respect, reciprocate. So far, we have extended to you every courtesy. We've heard all those unpalatable words. We've heard the abuse. So please, for posterity's sake, listen to us. We don't need to vet a nominee before we vote against the nominee. We have preliminary issues well grounded in law. You may disagree with us. And we say that on the basis of that, we cannot be part of a process that would give right to another and deny another of her bona fide as enshrined in the Constitution. Chairman, that said, we would yield to you to proceed whilst we exit this committee room with our views well documented for the records, and on the floor we shall proceed with the debate, further stating our position and take a vote against the nominee as required by the rules of the plenary. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Minority Leader. But how do you reject a nominee who is yet to be vetted?
Should I respond?
The report is not ready to be voted for. We are not at a stage of approval. So your conclusion is very preemptive.
Chairman, with respect, Chairman, would
this is not what I want you to respond to.
No, Chairman,
so
but
I don't want your
Chairman,
response on this.
To the extent that you've raised it, I just need to.
Honorable
Chairman,
Minority Leader,
Chairman,
you have your day.
Chairman,
you have your day. The two microphones should be off.
Chairman,
the two microphones should be off. With all due respect,
we have registered our position.
Honorable Minority Leader,
that we have rejected. We don't need to vet
agreed on your position.
We reject it, and we
agreed on your position. Yes. When it is time for voting, then you can vote against the nominee. Yes. So we thank you very much, and we wish you a very good luck. Honorable members.
Why you wish us a good luck?
Yes, sir. Yeah, okay. Yes. Honorable members, those present here, we have the constitutional quorum to proceed to vet the Chief Justice nominee and present our report accordingly to Parliament. On this note, we will proceed with the vetting questions. And my Lord Chief Justice nominee, members of the committee will then ask you questions, and you are expected to give response to those questions. Be calm and provide answers to these questions. I will start the preliminary questions with you by asking you to tell us briefly about yourself.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Please, before I answer the question, may I be expected to, may I be allowed to read a brief, make a brief opening remarks?
Allowed, you be allowed to do so after you have indicated to us who you are.
My name is Paul Bafobodi. I'm a justice of the Supreme Court. I've been a justice of the Supreme Court since 11th of June 2008. So 17 years plus I've been a Supreme Court judge. Before the 11th of June, for 2 years I was a justice of the Court of Appeal. Before then I was 6 years as a High Court judge and 7 years as a Circuit Court judge. I was born on the 26th of December 1956. I went to Korongo Dumasi Secondary School in 1969, finished O-level in 1974 and A-level in 1976. I then proceeded to Legon, where I read BA Law from 1976 to 1979, entered the law school in 1979 and left in 1981. I was called to the bar in 1983, 2 years after I had graduated from the law school, because at the time we were being called to the bar, my colleagues were being called to the bar in 81. I was in Nigeria seeking greener pastures. I taught for 2 years in Nigeria before coming down to Ghana, when I was called to the bar and I started practicing law. As a practitioner for about 5 years in the chambers of Dr. Takiotu in Sekondi, 1 year in Sekondi, and 4 years in Kejetia chambers in Kumasi, where I practiced with my friend, the late Sir John, until 1988 when I joined the Ghana Prison Service. I joined the Ghana Prison Service in 1988 and I underwent 6 months military training and I was posted to Sekondi. That's where I met my wife. At the time I met my wife, he was also a Bob No rank person. She didn't have any rank, actually. A sixth former who was then starting her career in the prison service. I was with the prison service for 2 years, till 1990, when we were told that I, as a deputy superintendent of prisons, couldn't marry a junior officer because we couldn't go to the mess together. So I opted out of prison service so that she could stay. So I joined the Internal Revenue Service, where I was the legal officer in charge of Eastern and Volta regions, also for 2 years. Then finally joined the bench in 1992 December, and the rest is history. So I was posted to Kanta as a circuit court judge, brought to Kumasi. For 7 years I was circuit court judge and I became high court judge, and then I'm now here. So I've been a Supreme Court judge for the past 17 years until 22nd of April, when I was nominated to act as the Chief Justice during the period of the turbulence. And I'm here before you as a nominee for the position of Chief Justice.
Nyankopon enshiro bibia ojebre eduhe dwumedie wedume so yero bibia ase ngusu a ohwe dwumedie no se na yesi ye ode Ghana politics abene so nko a ene be ede eye political updates ebeba aba besom eye musum fugure abusuafo like it, share, subscribe to the channel, share my own number for abusuafo bia so nsa entimi nka eye dwumedie a ye di wa ha bi se na ye mo kan se dane ye the political updated news ne de baba aba besom na se wo wansam ka ye bi nso a fa share comment section or send be ya ye no obedi ho inkita wodi aha enemre e ma me kwan se me mfa munsi makra obi bia medamasenso.